Well, so I don't even know if this is gonna work, but we'll try it and see how it goes. My name is Aaron, and welcome to the called a Cinema Farm Edition. If I look a little different today, it's because I had a bit of a slight accident, and I gotta let people know that this video is live. So I think what we'll do right away is we'll just kind of get that information out there and make sure that people can see that I'm live and semi well. Nobody knows this video is started yet. Hey there, Wayne. Welcome, man. How are you doing? Obviously, not doing perfect, but that's the thing. Let me know if there's any delay, hey there, Alan, or any type of hiccup in the video. Tonight, I'm at the farm where I have my alternate movie library. We can actually look at a couple of these things afterwards. I know, Alan, you like DVDs and stuff like that. And there's a ton of DVDs in the back right here. We're going to be looking at the Arrow Camp sale tonight. And I'm kind of excited about this because if you've been following my channel for a while, and I know both you, William and Alan, both have been, I've been doing this just the 10 list. And for the longest time, I kept getting asked about the Arrow video. When was that one coming? Oh, thanks, Strangeland. I'm a little, okay, got to get this out of the way because people are going to be wondering. This massive bandage on my head is, yes, it's covering a wound of sorts. Basically, I was downstairs and I was putting things in the car, and the trunk, the side of the trunk, kind of snagged in my head and kind of opened it a bit. There we go. So hence this. I was going to wear a hat and decided to shag it. Go Les Nessman style and let it all hang out. Fantastic. So what we'll do tonight is we'll look at the Arrow Video Camp sale. I've already got that lined up. We'll dive into some other things. And if you want to see, or you see something in the background you're kind of curious about, I have a whole ton of movies here. That's not including the ones that are over there. And so we'll look into that aspect of things as well. I'm not quite sure how stable the connection is going to be here. That should have happened before the video. Like I said before, I'm not quite sure how long we're going to have internet connection here. This is at the farm. We do have a lesser internet connection here. We are in farm territory. We don't have any big tower things here. So let's kind of dive right into the Arrow video sale and see what I can find out for you guys. Wi-Fi issues, massive. Not great Wi-Fi here. So this is Camp Arrow 2025. I love the Camp Arrow sales in 2020. What year did we come here? 2022 or 2023? She must have already fallen off to sleep. I got to get my phone, and I'll be right back. We come in 2022 or 2023? So it came in 2022. And 3 years ago was the last time I saw an Arrow sale. And actually participated in it. So, what's that? Cat hair. How's it possible? Just going to let people know that we're here as we do this. So has anybody actually bought anything from the Arrow video sale yet? We're looking at the UK site here because that's kind of the one that's closer to me and tends to be the one that I like to use. Am I disappointed in vinegar syndrome lately? Mystery, that's actually a good question. I don't think it's I'd be alone in saying that I have been less than enthused with what vinegar syndrome has been doing lately. Like, choices were made, and I get it, but those aren't exactly choices that work well for me. Now, I came on, really kind of in support of Vincent really around like 8 or 9 years ago, to the point where it kind of became a moniker of mine. And I really do, and I've enjoyed every like the sales that I've really was able to participate in, and a lot of the stuff that they put out. And it's just that I think that they're going in a direction right now that may not be the most be the best for me. I'm super stoked for anybody that's excited about it and is excited about the stuff that they're doing and is really big and into it. Like, I'll never take away from that. I'll never say somebody, okay, because I don't like something, nobody else can like it, or because I'm not into it right now. But right now, it's become a company that's not so much for me, or doesn't hit my wants as much right now. I do think there's a lot of really good potential and possibilities. It's just for me, I feel I can take a step back and come back to vinegar syndrome down the road. Kino's in a renaissance, but Vincent and there's something to be said for what you're saying right there. I think that Arrow is doing fantastic. I think Criterion is starting to have a bit of a renaissance, because I think that Criterion is one of those that kind of fell off the wagon, fell kind of by the wayside for a while. Like, you would always, when I started on here, Criterion was they were the big thing, and now other companies have come up. There's a lot more companies right now, but I do think that over time, Criterion has started to come back to where I kind of want it to be. So that's actually kind of cool. So there you go. I was supposed to do part of the sale video today with Master Chaos and Panamondo, but unfortunately, I came to the farm and I hit my head, so I was resting up a bit, so I wasn't able to do the video. But I'm going to watch it later on. I haven't got a chance to see what came out today, so I don't know if maybe they redeemed themselves and something big came out today as opposed to yesterday. So not aware. Did you want to check? Should I check? I mean, like, we're doing the Camp Arrow sale, but I can check, see what Vinegar Syndrome brought out. I am kind of curious. So what's the VSA? The Mike what? The Nick Millard Action Collection. Nick Millard. Is that the criminally insane, crazy fat Ethel dude? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Nick Millard Action Collection is part of Vinegar Syndrome Archive Collection, celebrating forgotten cinematic oddities from the video store era. Aside from his horror film, which I didn't like, I do watch Planet CH actually a lot. It's weird that we've never kind of come together on a video, because I think I've probably been on in videos with a lot of people that are in that scope. So yeah, this is a no for me, dog. A zero interest in this. Yeah, it's the same dude. Yeah, no. All right, let's get to a sale that I'm actually excited to see some stuff on, and it is the Camp Arrow sale. We'll go by high to low, I guess, as opposed to popularity, and we'll see what's sold out, what's still there, and what I'm sad I'm not getting right now. So Shaska Scope Volume 3 is at 100 right now. Is that a sale price? Okay, it's 169. I'm pretty sure we bought the Shadow Scope set, the first set, for like $40 on during an Arrow sale. Yeah, I do like the fact that showed, and a lot of companies are going to, I think, kind of come back to use them. Like a lot of companies, like have initially abandoned the DVD format, but I think that just the ease of like producing and the cheapness of the cost and the amount of people that still collect DVDs, I'm shocked that companies have just like said, okay, we're going to do 4K and Blu-ray only, and went away from DVD. Like companies like Umbrella, I think, still do DVDs. I know that there's a few companies that still do them, because there's a lot of people. They don't understand how many people still collect, because there's a lot. I have a lot of friends that collect DVD. The Chucky Collection Limited Edition 4K UHD Blu-ray set. Well, there's two color sets, right? There's like a blue and a yellow or something like that. So the yellow color set is still available. 65 pounds for this one right here. Are they all in 4K? Because I know they have some, with probably like one or two in 4K, and then the rest are like Blu-ray, and then like the Children of the Corn set. Like I think Children of the Corn's in 4K, and the other ones are in like are Blu-ray. So let's see what we got here. Featuring brand new 4K restorations of the sequel to the recent cast and crew interviews. Okay, so with the sequel, so Child's Play. Okay, I'm surprised. Okay, so the original Child's Play is Blu-ray only. This is like the opposite of what we normally see for something like this. And I apologize for not like knowing a lot of this stuff right now, but I have been kind of out of the game for some of this stuff more recently. So, but Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Child's Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky. I'm actually one of the defenders of that one, by the way, guys. Yeah, that's me. Curse of Chucky, Call of Chucky, Living with Chucky, the documentary, are all in 4K except for the original film. I'm surprisingly okay with that, Actually, you'll be surprised some of the DVD collectors that because you have to understand, Mystery, a lot of the people that are coming about now that are collecting now, they're starting, that are finding boutique labels and finding that stuff, are finding the boutique labels through thrifting and kind of discovering them through that way. A lot of younger people have more recently, and I've seen this become more of a trend, have tend to kind of push away streaming and go back to the whole the whole collecting aspect of things. But they don't give a lot of them, like they're not looking at as a boutique label. And when they find out about one, they're like, oh, that's cool, but they'll go for the DVD over the 4K. Yeah, they're not fooled by the marketing of Blu-ray 4K releases. That's the thing. Well, my head, I'm sorry I missed your guys' video. I just saw what the announcement was. So I'm sort of sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that one. But we're looking at the Arrow sale today here. I do kind of dig the blue one's there. It wasn't there a second ago. Am I like insane? Was this not here like a second ago? Am I losing it, guys? Is that head injury worse than I thought? Did this blue one just pop up? So the blue one, the exclusive blue case, is out of print, right? And the yellow case is in print. So is this the one, or did they fix this, guys? You can let me know. Is this the one that had like the lineup issues on it? Like the case was really off, kind of the picture didn't line up well. It was like really off center. And on the back, it's just like a straight, like no artwork on the back of the case. This is the one, right? This is the set. I've heard people like complaining, and I think that legitimate reason if that's the case, but I think that's the one. So next up is the Inside the Mind of Coffin Joe set. I'm not going to lie, Coffin Joe is not something that's for Want the blue one? The blue one looks kind of. It does look kind of sick, but it's the insides that count, right? Top portion of the bottom don't align with the bottom. It's weird, man. I mean, like, because it's not like. Let's be honest. Like the artwork on the case itself isn't like stellar in the first place. This is not one of the better artworks that they did. But the inside stuff, you can't go wrong with that, right? It like, what was it, 65 pounds? Not a bad price for like 6, UHDs or 7 UHDs with the documentary and 1 Blu-ray. You get all the films. Here, Michael Madsen. I know Michael Madsen passed away. Yeah, that was a bit of a shock. And we lost Julie McMahon. Johnny, how it goes, man? We lost Julie McMahon, and that was rough. He was just a couple years older than me, and I watched Charmed. I'm a massive fan of Nip Tuck. Hey, Corinne, welcome. No, man, not at all. I'm not a Nick Millard fan. I'm gonna be bluntly honest. When they announced, remember when they did it like the Criminally Insane? I was totally not on board with that. I didn't like the Crazy Fat Alpha movies. I feel like we're not in the same like wavelength right now. Like me and Vincent aren't. Hopefully, maybe in the future, but most of the announcements right now, not something I'm into. I wish I could be Korean. I really did. But if you like it and that's what you're into, all the power, man. That's cool stuff. But it was just isn't for me. Inside the Mind and Coffin Joe, that one is kind of more for me. My dad would hate this. He doesn't like, neither of them was like spiders. There's like spiders in this, but they're weird films. They're weird films. You got to know what you're getting into, man, with that stuff. We got Shotoscope Volume 2 is on for 65 pounds. Not a bad price for that. Some really good films on both volumes 1, 2, and 3. You can get either one of them. I got the first one, so I definitely recommend that. Wasn't that just up there a second ago? Okay, I thought I was losing. So we got a Blu-ray edition of the Chucky collection for 60 pounds. So if you don't have a 4K player, you're saving 5 pounds. But if you got a 4K player, pay the extra 5 pounds. Get the good set. The V Cinema Essentials, Bullets Trail. That's kind of a fun one there. Mexico Trilogy. There's one where part of them are in 4K and one of them's not. Well, I think 2 of them are, because the way it was filmed wouldn't work for 4K. There's a lot of good titles here. I wish the Friday the 13th ones were here. Unfortunately, if I remember it correctly, the Friday 13th ones, they were like North American release, right? I don't think there's a UK release for the Friday 13th titles. I thought that was for like Arrow USA. I'm glad we're able to make connections with Planet Mondo and Mr. Tony did it here. Reunion time. The Hellraiser Tetralogy 4K UHD. So I bought a Hellraiser set. Did I have Bloodlines on mine? I don't think I did. I think I had the first 3. The first set that came out with the Crimson, the Crimson like Gospels, like part of it in the book. The big one with the book. That came out late and had that like sorry, we're late, it's been hell. Yeah, I had that original set, and I'm not quite sure if that had like 3 Hellraiser films or 4. I'd have to check. But it's cool to have the Hellraisers in 4K for 40 pounds too. That's like a good price. That's like 10 pounds a movie. 10 pounds of 4K. But it has the original 3. Thank you so much, man. OG said put the original 3, the 4K is 4. Yeah. Like that's one that I would upgrade for that. I like the Hellraiser films. Tony ordered J-Horror from Diabolique. That's part of a pre-order, so I got to wait for this. Order the command. Oh, nice, man. Oh, this is a good point here. Look, I didn't pick up the Millard set, but I think it looks lots of fun. A lot of hard work went into it. That's the thing, a lot of work going into into these releases. So, do you think the 2006 film Abominable is better than Shaka? You want me to be honest? Yeah, I do. I know. It's heresy, right? Take up. I really like Abominable. It's like Rear Window with Bigfoot. And correct me if I'm wrong, but only one of those films has Tiffany Shepis, and I love me some Tiffany Shepis. So Abominable wins out for me. Hope you guys aren't minding we don't have it's later at night here and we don't have like a big light, so I got like a lamp light to go, so hopefully that goes okay. Would love to have this here too, by the way, the Nico Mastorakis collection, limited edition. Got a bunch of films on here. It's 40 pounds. Anybody that follows my channel know that I'm an unabashed Nico Mastorakis fan, and I talk about his movies on here quite a bit. Especially movies like Blind Date and some of the weird ones, Zero Boys. Man, I feel you, man. I see both sides of this. I know there's people out there that are loving everything that's coming out, and there's people out there like you and me, man, that just aren't feeling it right now. The good thing I can say is that there's enough labels out there that if one label isn't like hitting my fancy, there's always a backup. And I like that fact. It's not like going away from one totally, but you can kind of come back and forth, and that's kind of neat. There are companies that like do things like just crazy good right now. I think Umbrella's doing stuff crazy good. Imprint. Australian companies, by far and large, are doing great stuff. Arrow, I think, does some incredible stuff. Here's what: Weird Wisconsin, the Bill Rebane collection. I don't think I got this one. I do have the other one because got it from good friend George. Actually, he got me the other set, which I'm sure will come across here. As somebody that spends a lot of time in Spain and is a massive fan of this director right here. If you want to go past, it's coming this way, right? That Alex de la Iglesia set is really cool. I actually went to Spain recently. Last time I was there, I picked up a Spanish Iglesia set, and if you haven't checked out his stuff, the guy's like freaking genius for the with the stuff that he does. Which ones did he put on here? It's the Love, Death, Apocalypse trilogy. So that's got to have the ones that are on my set, right? Yeah. My favorite from this is The Day of the Beast. So Purdue Durango's great. Akayan Mutant is good, but Day of the Beast, there's just something especially interesting about that. Absolutely adore Day of the Beast. And if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend that you do check it out. Hey, Josephine, welcome, man. Love the look. The Nico set is really cool. I am biased because I am a massive Nico Mastorakis fan, so there's that. But look at it. Look how beautifully colorful that is. Savage Guns Volume 3 is out of print, out of stock, at least sort of right now. The Hellraiser tetralogy on Blu-ray, but I mean it's like 5 pounds difference. If you own them both, if you got a 4K player, you want to get them 4K, aren't you? Volume 2, Blood Money is out. Well, the Western ones are selling well. The Giallo Essentials Blue Edition, which is a repack of older Giallos that they had put out, that's also sold out. The Lucas Mudici collection. I don't like that cover, man. That's there. I can see that being there. So I have the original one of this, Battles with Honor and Humanity, the complete collection. I'm not sure about this one here, but the first one that they put out before they re-released it was a big buy of a set. It was a massive set. I haven't seen the re-release one. Yokai Monsters collection. I got this one here. I don't know if we watched it yet, actually. We got it the last day that we were in Canada. We picked up a box set each. And I picked up. Well, you'll see mine actually down here a little bit farther, I'm sure. But Hin chose the Yoke Monsters collection because that's kind of her jam. Um, and it was like wasn't like a hard box; it was like the regular type of box, like the old school, like kind of the softer boxes. But it's you want the films. Years of Lead, I got that during the first sale. What I thought was going to be a sale, first of many, but turned out to be one of one. And it's Years of Lead. It's kind of Plaisir Attaché films. I think I pronounced it right this time, guys. And they're good. Actually, I really like this set. I would recommend it, especially if they're sold out. Jeez. Well, I would have recommended it. I was going to recommend it. By the way, if you have any recommendations here that I passed by, let me know. Let everybody know what do you think you should be getting. 4 film noir classics. Gotta love me some film noir. The Gamma Hasey era, the best of the Gamma for me, but I got the big set. Psycho's collection. See, I got Psycho 2, 3, and 4 when they came out from like Scream Factory. And I also have part 2 in a very special edition that I got from Spain. It was absolutely gorgeous with a Bates Motel postcard. So I don't know if I'd upgrade this one again. Get Carter. I really like Get Carter. The original or the remake, you mean? Remake's okay. I love the original, though. When Titans Ruled the Earth. I'm guessing this was an easy one to do. And some people rag on this set. It's like the remake of Clash of Titans, and it's got Wrath of the Titans too. But these type of sets, they're fun, and they'll bring in like casual people that may not know or be aware of Arrow. I'm sure that this was probably done under Cliff McMillan's watch. He was the guy that used to work for Scream Factory, and I'm sure you've probably seen that excellent video that Planet CH did on. They did, I think, at least 2 interviews with Cliff McMillan. Both must watches. But I'm pretty sure this one done under Cliff's time, and I think it was a good choice. I really do. Phantasm Collection. This is the slimmed down version of the original box set. I will always recommend that. Watch No Man is an Island with Jeff Chandler recently. You got good taste. It's a good film. I've seen it with Stillman. Yes, I have. Enter the Video Store, Empire of Screams. There was a limited edition that's gone out of print. I'm sad I didn't get that one because this is my jam. This is my era of stuff. So this is the Empire Video pre Full Moon era of for Charles Band, and we got dolls on here, which I got the old school Scream Factory, and I would love to have this upgrade here. We've got the Dungeon Master, which is another fantastic one. Cellar Dwellers here, Arenas here, Robot Jocks. So 5 really quality Whereas the VSAs will tell you that, hey, these are movies from the video store era that we're preserving here. See this? These are the movies that rocked the video store era when I was younger. These were the ones that you saw on every video shelf. These were the ones that you were curious about and that you went and grabbed up and that everybody talked about. This is my video store era. There's a show era, Gamma, which is a lot of fun. Looks like Savage Guns 4 Classic Collection Volume 3 is now in stock. Okay. Did I get hit on the head too much? Because wasn't that out of stock just a minute ago? Hey, Rafe, man, welcome. I think it was. I love Jose Larraz, so the Blood Hunger trilogy, I'm always going to recommend that. It's some of his different films. Vampires is probably the most popular one there. But I really like the Whirlpool. Coming Soon's not too bad either. Juan collection. I wanted to get the one that had the 4K, but this is the Blu-ray only one. The 4K one's kind of stock. You can still buy the 4K of Juana and so on if you want to, but I just like the convenience of having the set that had the 4K with the Blu-rays. And Blood Money. Volume 2 is in stock. There's a limited and standard release of those Westerns. Okay, thank you, Sarah. As you can tell by the bandage, I hurt my head earlier today. I was wondering if I was kind of losing it a bit. Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast. I think these are fun. I bought the cereal box set. There's an even bigger set called the Shock Gore Collection that had a book and everything in it, like a paperback novel and stuff. But it's a fun set. Not everything on this film is golden. On the set is golden, but I do love the documentary especially. We got the Kenji Fukasaku set here. Female Prisoner Scorpion. I still haven't picked this one, man. This is going to print before I pick it up. I've been saying I'm going to pick this one up since it first came out initially, and I still haven't done it. I'm such a liar. Crimson Peak one is out of print. Too bad. It's a really nice one. Actually, I do. I'm a defender of Crimson Peak. I think it's a really good film. Deep Blue Sea is a lot of fun, and it's out of stock. Okay. That is that's something that happened. Imperial Mainland Britain. I'm running scared. Paul Walker, man. Arrow would be fantastic for those films. Okay, here's the one I picked up. Cold War Creatures. 4 films from Sam Katzman. I'm a massive Sam Katzman fan, and I found out about Sam Katzman from my dad, who told me about this werewolf movie, where it was done as opposed to like the normal type werewolf films. This was a science fiction type werewolf film, and that really intrigued me. So I ended up looking up Katzman. Intrigued by what my dad told me, and the last day that we were in Canada before I moved to Morocco, he didn't pick up the OK set, and I picked up the Cold War Creatures from Sam Katzman. And surprisingly, it's the Sam Katzman set that we put on to watch. And it was The Creature with the Atom Brain. And had a really cheesy title. Really freaking good movie, man. Really good movie. We got our troll here today. First time in a while. The Cold War set, well, the one I got I got the limited one. I don't know if the limited one is still available. But yeah, I picked up limited edition one of that. Texas Chainsaw 2, I'm still rocking the original Blu-ray of that. So I don't really feel the need of it. I don't think that's the limited. Let me check on. I'll check on over see if it is the limited edition. So, nothing that really says it's has it down as limited. So I'd say probably not. But it's a great set. I mean, there's great features on every one of those releases. Just really cool stuff that I definitely would recommend. I never really got into Fassbender as much. I know that he has a big connection here to Morocco, so eventually I will. Marx Brothers, that too. I'm not sure if I need an Arrow Marx Brothers set unless I got it for really cheap. Because Marx Brothers, those films are actually kind of cheap to get, and there's really not enough different on there for me. I think you caught up on all the Arrow. That I'm so jealous of you, my friend. I am super jealous. Kino's what you're really behind on. They have a sale going on as well. Kino's got some really great stuff. And we'll see if we can get a look at some of the Kino stuff in a second, actually. He Came from the Swamp. Someone actually that was giving him a Wim Griffey collection. I love this set. It's so much fun. The Majin Trilogy set. Again, don't have that one yet, but again, it's a fun set. So Venture Trails is in stock. We got the Jello Essentials White. That one's in stock. That's kind of cool. We got the limited edition of the Titans one that's still in stock. The Ring one, I actually like this edition better than the limited one. I like the artwork on it. So I would 100% recommend that. The House Collection too. It's the only way to get the House Collection from the UK is this one right here, because the North American one only has the first 2 films. 3 and 4 aren't on it. I'll bring up the Kino site as well, and we'll just do that at the same time. Kind of going back and forth. Because it helps. Summer sale. Okay, let's check it. Summer sale. Already, my email's already there, man. Final day is Monday, July 21st. Summer sale, where you at? You were here a second ago. Can I just get into you? This is the oddest site for like sale stuff. So let's just, well, put me on the screen for a second while I actually do something here to get us in that sale. Guys, it is so weird. Shop sale. See if it actually brings. Okay, I brought him to the sale now. So we're actually going to look at the sale now. So 700 titles, lowest $4.99. I do what I normally do for something like this. I'll give you recommendations on each one of these here too, and just so we got 2 Days in the Valley special edition. There's a 3D Nudie Cuties collection here. 10th Victim, a lot of fun. Actually, I got that from what's it? Shameless, I think. I got the Shameless story, that one with the lenticular cover. 50 Pickup's a good one. Definite recommendation there. I say off this one, this row right here, if I was just to pick a couple, I'd have to go. Favorite Superman movie? Superman 2 with Chris Reeves. That's my favorite of all time. My least favorite, Batman v Superman. No, I can watch it. I got him 4K. Second row, Ace High for sure. Captain Marvel, Adventures of Captain Marvel. You know I'm going to love that one. Superman 10 yesterday. Oh, nice. That is also my favorite. I am going to see Superman on July 11th. Hopefully, I'm going to see that week anyway. I am excited to see it. I like everything that they've shown for it. I'm a massive Superman fan, and I have been since I've been like very young. This one right here, Alabama and the 40 Thieves for sure. Alias Jesse James, actually pretty cool. I don't know if I remember Alaska's Seas, but I do kind of freaking dig the look of the case. Got the Last True Alien Outlaw. I like the Kino Cult stuff. I don't have any of it, man. I don't have any of the Kino Cult stuff. Oh, 50 Big was amazing. I really love the film. It's kind of neat. Does Morocco have an Independence Day? Hey, that's a good question. Hey, does Morocco have an Independence Day? Does Morocco have like an equivalent to Independence Day? The equivalent to what Independence Day is, or Canada Day, or anything? Well, what's the date? It does. Yeah, it does actually.
It's November 18th.
Oh, it's coming up. So it's November 18th. The All-Nighter. I'm a massive Susanna House fan. I love the Bangles. So, yeah. Crypto's going to be cool. People are hating on crypto. Those people don't read comics. American Ninja. I got the ones from 88 Films, so I don't really need like that. Alphaville is a good movie though, especially on 4K. Anything Marlene Dietrich. Anything Marlene Dietrich, man. That is all cool stuff. The Apartment's a really good Billy Wilder film. Strong recommendation on that one. 4K, actually. But, if you're getting these in Blu-ray, like some people are you being served the movie? I kind of got to rewatch that. I think Crypto's a good dog, but I don't think he would, because Crypto would like totally screw around. That's the kind of dog he is. I love Are You Being Served, actually. We got the complete series, that one. I love their sets. Their sets are kind of like the check the OP section. Oh, I did not know there was no OP section. I'll check it out after, actually. I love these here. Like they're kind of like the next evolution of the Warner Brothers sets used to come out. I mean, the fact is that, hey, Sean, I think the fact that of who's behind it helps a lot for me. That I like his other films. I'm going back like to Romeo and Juliet days. Eddie Murphy. Both my grandfather and my dad are massive Eddie Murphy fans. And we got like 1, 2, 3 sets here for Eddie Murphy. That's actually pretty cool. Baby Blood. Yeah. Avenging Force, though. It's actually, I'm not sure if it's would you consider it like a prequel or a sequel to Chuck Norris's film Invasion USA. But it's the same character, right? Sean, are you loving these sales here, man? So many sales right now. W.C. Fields, The Bank Take is really good. Bedroom Window. God, I have like 3 DVD copies of that one. Because I would go to like the store and actually I'll buy Bedroom Window, and I forget that I had it. It's a good job releasing underseen 80s and 90s. And TV, I love the fact that they do that. See, for me, like just what Kino does with these, like the TV movie stuff, I still have got to get the Ghost ones, Sean, that they put out, because that's one that I really wanted. When I was in Newfoundland, I used to went to Sunrise a lot, and I kept looking for the Kino Ghost set, and I could never find it, because I think at the time there was like best performance for Roy Scheider. See, Roy Scheider is one of those like really underrated actors, and he's done so much. But yeah, you kind of want to say the obvious, which is Jaws, or you want to go film school and go like Sorcerers. But either way, there's like some excellent. All that jazz. Oh, Fosse. How could I not say Fosse? Yeah, that's the one. For me, that's the one. Your favorite French horror film? Best Defense. Oh my God. So, for those that are unaware, which is going to be almost everybody, I was a server in church when I was, I guess, from like 14 to 16 or 13 to 16, something like that. So in like Christian church, you have servers, and you'd go there with the minister, and you'd like give them like the glass for the wine during like that, this is the blood of Christ, this is the body, all that type of stuff. So we went on like sort of a convention, kind of a field trip, and the it was like the guy from the, like, I think the archdiocese, like one of the guys was there anyway. So they had the bishop type guy. We rented a VCR. They rented us a VCR, and we got together and had to pick a movie. So we liked Eddie Murphy did, like, I think I'm not sure Beverly Hills Cop. He did something at the plane. And Dudley Moore was pretty funny at the time too. So we rented Best Defense. And so there's a bunch of us from like different churches and stuff, and like the bishop was there. And I don't know who has seen this movie, but the movie starts off with Eddie Murphy in bed with this lady. And it is the most inappropriate thing that our minister cannot run to the VCR fast enough and turn off that movie. So he sent us back. We brought the movie back, and we watched Ben-Hur. Every time I see Best Defense, I'm like, I got to buy this movie one of these days. It's one of my favorite childhood memories. I like the fact they're putting stuff like Below the Belt, at the Big Bus, Big Easy. The Big Country is a really good movie, actually. Blind Fury, classic. It's kind of a modern day remake of the Zadichi stuff. Kino Reeves a wild card label. You never know what they're going to release. But you know what thing I love about Kino is that no matter what they release, no, he's right. Like Ray, it's true. Kino can put out anything in any genre, but Kino has established himself so well as a label and have managed to like put things in Kino Cult and put things differently that no matter. Oh, enjoy your dinner, Josephine. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Can't wait to see you back. Thank you so much. You too. But Kino, no matter what they put out, it always suits Kino. Like you never look at a Kino release and say, "Oh, this doesn't work for Kino," because we're smart enough to do that, to diversify and put themselves into any film that Kino puts out could be a Kino film. Yeah, it's a good thing. Not every company can do this, and some companies have done the thing where you paint themselves to a corner where these are the movies that we release, and when they switch that up, we've seen this happen. Some of the fans of the earlier stuff are like, okay, what happened to the early stuff? Why am I not getting that vibe? Kino's never lost their vibe. And I did like one review month for Kino, and they never gave me stuff to review afterwards. So I have lots of reasons to say, oh, yeah, on Kino. But in all honesty, I love their stuff. I really do. And I think they do great stuff and put out things at a reasonable price. Here's the way when I couldn't get a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, like they offered the Blu-ray Kino. I'm not sure if they stood it, but they did offer DVDs too. Yes, they do. It's right down the page. Well, yeah, I'm gonna blame the head injury. I'm gonna surf on that for as long as I friggin' can. There we go. Bob the Gambler's here. That's a really good one. Bobby Joe and the Outlaw. If you know, you know. It's Linda Carter, Miss wonderful Wonder Woman herself, and actually, she's just an amazing person, real life too. So this was a movie that she did that a lot of young boys my age remember looking for, because it was that when you're growing up and you're watching Wonder Woman, and then you get a little bit older and you hear, oh yeah, she did a movie with a nude scene. You go looking for that. Like it's the holy grail. And it's right here, my friends. Bobby Joe and the Outlaw. I really like The Border too. That's a good one. I'm sure the Hedy Lamarr story. I actually like to see that. Now this here, unfortunately, this sale I think is in the United States, which is the impossible sale for me. This is the one place I can do the Arrow sale if I really wanted to. If I wasn't I'm traveling next month, so I'm not going to. But if I was able to, I could do that. But the Kino sale being in the U.S., unfortunately, there was a time when Kino, and this is the one thing that I do have a gripe with. There was a time when Kino had really good shipping, and you'd reach a certain threshold, and you'd get these really good releases, and you get them for like with no shipping, free shipping. Yeah, that is not going to happen now. So, but the good thing in when I go to Canada or when I go to Paris, Kino is a company that is like they have a lot of a lot of their stuff are on a lot of stores. What do I think is the release of the year so far? That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know if I know. Um, like I might know some that I gotta be careful because there could be ones that I don't want to say because they may not be out yet or may not be announced yet. God, what is the best release of this year? There's been a few, man, that I've liked. But I'm trying to see if anything like really, really stands out. Yeah, but it's only in the US. It used to be like US and then it would be like 140 or something like that for international. And thing is, my better half likes likes Kino's releases enough that she would get that. I never did the film movie subscription. I've only ever done one subscription, Corinne, and that was I did the then your subscription for 6 months just to kind of give it a shot. It wasn't for me. Like subscription model overall isn't something that I really go for. Uh, I like to keep my money kind of like open enough that I can just order from like a lot of different labels. And I find that if I like put a whole chunk into one company, then I miss out sometimes on stuff from another company because I'll. Oh, there's been partner labels come and go, man. My favorites in the partner labels, like from the old days, is still Fun City Editions. I used to love their stuff. I still do love their stuff, and glad they're still around. I gotta rewatch Brain Owners. Actually, I gotta get this one these days. Breaker Pass is excellent. Can't go wrong with Captain Dr. Caligari. Fernando de Leo's Caliber 9 is actually a really good film. Career Opportunities. Deep Blue Sea. That's your favorite this year? I don't know. I mean, I'm really trying to like think like what stood out to me this year. There's a few that at the time I remember like, oh man, this is it. This is a release. This is the thing that I love. This is the thing I want to talk about. Like Small Soldiers getting 4K. I'm actually kind of excited about that. I know it's not a big title, but I really liked the movie back in the day. Probably the like for me, the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K set's coming up, and that's a pretty massive release. We'll see how it's done. As for like what's been done well, uh, the three like recent Clint Eastwood movies that got put out by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is becoming this silent killer of a label that they're not the boutique label, right? No, it's a company label, so you don't expect too much from them, but then you get it, and they put out these incredible sets, and their 4K remasters are immaculate. Um, I'm very excited to grab like I know when I go to Spain, like I want to go to Fnac, and if it's at all there, I know 100%. La Josie Wells, Pale Rider, Dirty Harry, grabbing those three, like grabbing those three 4Ks right away. Constantine too, if it's there, because I know that like they just did such an incredible job on those releases. So Warner Bros. Has actually been some of my big ones this year. So I did not know they put in Searchers in 4K actually. Uh, so, but yeah, Warner Brothers has been this company that's just been doing it for me for a while. And I've never worked with Warner either or anything, or got any of the releases. So it's but they've really really impressed me. I've got them. Like I've never been given any for review or anything like that. I actually bought the 4K for the Nightmare on Elm Street one. The set with the cards and the posters, double sided posters and stuff. It's incredible stuff. Hey, like Warner Brothers now, give it a second look because they're just like really knocking out the park. So we'll dive over to page 3, then we'll go back to Arrow. We'll kind of go back and forth for a few minutes. I don't want to keep this video too long. We got the challenge here, which is not a bad one. I actually like the chamber, changing lanes I liked. There's the one I want. Look, classic ghosts. Really cool, like TV movie set. Ones that were lost to time. In what way do you mean? You mean like as in review wise? It's you different now. I used to work with Mill Creek and Umbrella, and there's a couple others actually. But over time, like I moved, so I was still working with Mill Creek because they were really good to work with, and some of the stuff they're putting out I was really into, like the Ultramans, stuff like that. Now, Mill Creek recently got put into Alliance Entertainment. So I've actually spoke with Alliance Entertainment recently, and where they do more stuff than just Mill Creek, it could possibly, fingers crossed, open up more doors for me in the type of titles that I can review. So I will keep you guys updated as I know stuff. But I know that I think Paramount put out like Small Soldiers. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, could be another company. But I think it was Paramount. And that was one of the ones that I was looking into for a review, actually, if possible. Does Phantasm exist on 4K? In another universe? I don't know. I mean, I've seen Blu-ray. I don't think I've seen it in 4K. Now, somebody may say it was in Germany or something like that, but yeah, maybe it is. But not that I've seen it. But I'm a little out of the loop for some of this stuff. I'm trying to get back into this stuff, especially now as I'm looking into more stuff and I'm putting in more content. Quarry Buys was actually a kind of a fun release. Cobra Woman. I actually dig these ones. I love these like kind of low budget, like, or I like feed them to my veins. Comedy Terrors, classic. I like Coogan's Bluff a lot. Cowboys and Aliens 4K. I actually got this on Blu-ray, I think, for like really cheap. Crawl Space. I'm glad that they got some of the early Scream Factory stuff that went out of print for people that weren't able to get it. Because it's nice. Crawl Space is a really fun one. And I'm guessing these still have the, Please Kill Mr. Kinski short film on here. Because it was on the Scream Factory edition, I know that much. But as much fun as I'm having, I have to say that unfortunately, I do think that my internet is starting to slow down a bit. Please kill Mr. Kinski on here. That's great. So for tonight, we're going to put a pin in this. I will try to come back tomorrow and from home and resume this one here, and hopefully you guys will join me. So look for me hopefully doing this tomorrow and diving into this a bit more. We'll see if I still got this crazy ass bandage or I've got a new bandage. Maybe I'll have another colored bandage. We'll make it a thing. It'll be like WKRP in Cincinnati. Baby, if you ever wondered. My name is Aaron. This has been the Cult of Cinema. I am actually really stoked that I was able to do it here on the farm. If you'd like to see me like make another video in this location, I can definitely try to do so. I'm probably going to pre-tape something here that is going to show off a bit more of the stuff that I've got here. So as always, the show is only as great as all you watchers out there, and you guys are absolutely fantastic. My name is Aaron. This has been the Cult of Cinema. I will see you next time. And as always, buy what you like what you buy, but always like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.